Hey everyone! Today we've got some tea that's been stirring up the internet. Do you know our favorite web slinger, Tom Holland? Well, he's in the spotlight again, and this time it's for some unexpected drama. It seems like he's reacting to some not-so-cool comments made by Matt Rife. Grab your snacks and let's dive into this spicy topic. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest updates. But hang on to your seats and your snacks, because things are about to get interesting. Both Tom Holland and Zendaya are weighing in, and it's not just any regular comedy set that has them talking. Matt's latest Netflix special is stirring the pot with some eyebrow-raising content. There's a particular joke that's raising a lot of eyebrows, and both Tom Holland and Zendaya have something to say about it. In this Netflix comedy special Face Off, both Tom Holland and Zendaya are sharing their perspectives. We're diving deep into the Hollywood scene and the controversies, and getting Tom Holland and Zendaya's unfiltered insights on this comedic saga. Get set, because this discussion is bound to be eye-opening. Let's start by introducing you to Matt Rife, a multifaceted performer who has made waves in various artistic fields. From acting and stand-up comedy to writing and producing, Matt has displayed his talents with impressive adaptability and flair. He began his journey early on, sharing platforms with comedy icons such as Dane Cook, Ralphie May, and Arnaz J. His infectious energy has also been seen on hit TV shows like MTV's Wild 'N Out, Fresh Off the Boat, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, establishing his place in the entertainment world. Recognized for his popular crowd interaction clips that have earned him a large following on social media, Rife recently landed his first Netflix comedy special. This achievement follows his independent content releases on YouTube. However, the excitement around his Netflix debut sparked controversy when the 28-year-old comedian opened his special, Natural Selection, with a joke about domestic abuse. The comedian, hailing from Ohio, starts his hour-long show, filmed in Washington, D.C., with an anecdote from a Baltimore eatery he humorously labels as Ratchet. In this narrative, he notices a hostess sporting a noticeable black eye and sparks a discussion about whether she's the right representation for the restaurant.
One time I ate lunch there, and the hostess who seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. And it wasn't like, what happened? It was pretty obvious what happened. A boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, you know? And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
After the special premiered on November 15th, many social media users, especially women who make up a large portion of his online followers, called out Rife for the misogynistic content of the domestic abuse joke. But how does he tie into the Zendaya story? For those who remember, he was once a regular face on the popular MTV comedy series, Wild 'N Out. This show was a playground for comedians, full of skits, roasts, and fun moments. Matt showcased his comedic flair there for about 2 years, wrapping up in 2017. That's where their paths first crossed. There were whispers that Matt had feelings for Zendaya, but it seemed she wasn't reciprocating. By November 2017, during the show's 7th season, things got a bit cringe. Matt started acting oddly around Zendaya, who was a guest. He commented on her mixed background, talked about wanting to identify as Black, and hinted at wanting a similar lifestyle. The awkwardness peaked when he tried to use a stunt to get her contact. Definitely a memorable moment.
You're mixed, I want to be Black. Let's make a lifestyle movie. Spit that water out so I can get your number, please.
If you look closely at Zendaya's expression back then, it's evident she wasn't vibing with Matt's actions. As he tried to touch her chin, she moved away and shook her finger, signaling her discomfort. This particular moment has become legendary among Zendaya's followers, praising her for how she handled it. Meanwhile, Matt faced backlash for his actions, with many fans calling him out. Zendaya's team quickly came to her defense, which was commendable. Strangely, Matt later talked about the incident in a TikTok, and it got a lot of buzz.
Aren't you that guy who got rejected by Zendaya? Yeah, and it hurt. Except for that part where it's a TV show and not real.
Many fans felt that Matt's reaction back then was pretty immature, and there was a lot of criticism about the whole thing, especially on platforms like Twitter. As for any romantic vibes between Zendaya and Matt Rife, there's no real proof to back up those claims. Despite all the rumors, there's never been any public evidence suggesting they were together. Even if Matt had feelings for Zendaya, it seemed she didn't feel the same way. What's noteworthy, though, is that Zendaya did address the situation with him. She wasn't cool with how he approached her. In a strong and confident move, Zendaya spoke directly to Matt, letting him know his behavior wasn't okay. With a steady and assertive tone, she made it clear she deserved respect. As word spread about Zendaya's direct response, fans globally showed immense support for her courageous stand. This incident has sparked a strong movement, urging people to stand up for their rights and demand respect in all aspects of life. But this wasn't the first time Zendaya took a stand. With Matt's new Netflix show airing, and given his questionable remarks, Zendaya felt compelled to speak up during an interview. During an engaging chat with GQ, Zendaya didn't hold back discussing the controversy around Matt's recent Netflix special, where some of his jokes came off as disrespectful towards women. Always an advocate for women's rights and feminist movements, Zendaya's perspective was both heartfelt and impactful. With a backdrop of disappointment in her tone, Zendaya remarked, "It's disheartening to witness content that not only fails to uplift but contributes to regressive narratives. As artists, we bear a responsibility to use our craft to encourage understanding and break down stereotypes, not perpetuate them." Zendaya, a consistent advocate for women's rights, highlighted the significance of responsible storytelling in Hollywood. Given her history of backing feminist movements, her perspective resonated deeply. She stressed that comedy should uplift and unify, challenging outdated stereotypes rather than reinforcing them. The star pointed out the immense influence artists have on public perceptions and called on her colleagues to be more conscious of their words' effects. "Let's use our platforms to build bridges, not walls," Zendaya passionately stated. "Comedy can be a force for good, and it's time we elevate the discourse to reflect the inclusive and progressive values we stand for." It was like a slam directly to his face. In this interview, Zendaya not only underscored her commitment to fostering a respectful industry, but also highlighted her firm belief in feminist principles and championing women's empowerment. Let's chat about Tom Holland for a second. Now, even before the whole world saw the magic between him and Zendaya, Tom's been pretty vocal about his views on equality. Yep, he's been waving that feminist flag for a while now. But here's the thing. Being around someone as fierce and passionate as Zendaya, well, it's clear that their vibes have rubbed off on each other in the best way. Together, they're like this powerhouse duo advocating for respect and equality in Hollywood. So, when that whole Netflix special drama with Matt Rife went down, Tom didn't just sit back. Nope, he was right there, side by side with Zendaya, expressing his disappointment loud and clear. It's like they're on the same wavelength, both understanding the importance of calling out stuff that's just not right. In a nutshell, Tom's always had that ally spirit, but being with Zendaya, it's like they've amplified each other's voices, reminding everyone that change starts with speaking up, and together, they're not afraid to do just that. Respect and equality aren't punchlines. It's disappointing to see regressive humor in today's age. We all have a responsibility to uplift and respect one another, and jokes that demean have no place in our discourse. Tom Holland said, "I'm sorry to say this, but he's just a fucking prick." Wow, he was really disappointed. Well, what do you think about this? Thanks for hanging out with us today. We've talked about some real stuff, right? It's cool to see celebs like Tom and Zendaya speaking up. Remember to always stand by what you believe in. If you vibe with this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more chats like this. Catch you in the next one, and keep it real.